In today's video,
RPE and RIR for beginners.
let's go. What's good YouTube? Welcome back sa channel, Jacob Alava, and today we are joined by special guest, Mr. Grant Ting. So nag-collab na ako with Grant before, and if hindi nyo pa napapanood yung videos na yun, check it out here. So Grant, isa sa mga nilolook up ko sa fitness industry, lalo na sa natural bodybuilding scene, kasi he is an international world bodybuilding pro.
World Natural Bodybuilding Federation Pro.
So today, dalas tinatanong sa akin, ano ba ang RPE or RIR and paano siya makakatulong sa inyo?
Ang RPE and ang RIR, they're both just ways to quantify yung relative intensity. So before we get into ano nga ba yung RPE, ano nga ba yung RIR, ano muna yung relative intensity. So yung pinagkaiba ng relative intensity mo sa absolute intensity. Ang absolute intensity usually, pag narinig mo yun sa gym, they're referring to the weight on the bar or the weight on the machine. Yung sa relative intensity naman, that refers to how much effort you put in your set. So, important pag-define nung relative intensity kasi sabihin na lang natin absolute intensity. Add ka lang ng weight pero hindi ka naman nahihirapan. So, that's where relative intensity comes in. That's where RPE, that's where RIR becomes more important. Okay, so ang RPE means rate of perceived exertion. It's on a scale of 10. So, 10 being the highest. So, if I said RPE 10, yun na yung pinakamahirap na set. Yun yung umabot ako sa failure. Tapos pag sinabi kong RPE 0, yun yung basically wala kang ginawa. Literal, hindi mo ginawa yung set. Yun yung RPE 0. When you move to RIR, it goes the other way around naman. So nagiging 0 RIR means no more reps in the tank. Nag-failure ka na. 1 RIR means you had 1 rep left in the tank.
So basically, yung RPE and RIR, that's used to measure kung gaano kahirap yung set mo. For RPE, kung mas nasa taas na range ka na, kunyari 8 to 10, mahirap na talaga yung set. So ang RPE tsaka RIR, magkabaliktad lang yan. Ang pinakamahirap na range sa RPE is RPE 10. Ang katumbas niya sa RIR is 0 RIR. So ang RPE 9, ang ka-equivalent nun sa RIR, 1 RIR. So again, baliktad lang siya. So now na may idea kayo kung ano ang RPE and RIR, paano siya ma-apply sa training? Paano nila magagamit?
So to visualize this better, let's just say may trainer ka, tapos sinabi niyang mag 10 reps ka ng squats. You choose a certain weight, tapos pag ginawa mo yung squats, let's say nag 10 reps ka, after the set feeling mo, kaya mo pa ng mga 2 rep. That would mean you've done an RPE 8 or a 2 RIR set.
Na-apply ba sa lahat ng buhat, whether it's biceps, legs, chest, back, ang RPE or RIR?
Well, in essence naman kasi, yung RPE, yung RIR, it's just a way para ma-quantify mo or para mabilang mo yung effort.
Kung gaano kahirap?
Yeah, kung gaano siya kahirap. Nakakatulong lang siya kasi nakakabigay siya ng added data, ng added information para ma-adjust mo yung training mo dun sa mga susunod na workout.
Na alam natin na na-apply siya sa lahat ng buhat. Ano yung best RPE or RIR range for muscle growth or for building muscle, magpalaki ng katawan?
Marami na kasing research about this. Pero let's just say for simplicity's sake, para hindi ako naguguluhan masyado. Sa RIR, nandun siya sa 0 to 4 RIR. Usually yun yung nagiging effective na yung reps na ginagawa mo. So between failure and 4 reps away from failure. Minsan pwede siya dun sa 5 RIR. Minsan pwede rin siya sa 6 RIR. Pero depende na lang din yun siguro sa actual exercise. However, for most lifters, lalo na kung newbie ka pa lang, you might want to stay away from yung 0 to 1 RIR. You might want to avoid training to failure all the time para makaiwas tayo sa injury. For most people, 2 to 3 RIR. So 2 to 3 reps away from failure.
Follow-up question, paano kung lagi kang nagfe-fail or lagi kang RPE 10 or RIR 0?
The problem with hitting RPE 10 or 0 RIR all the time is syempre yung fatigue. Nagbe-build up kasi yung fatigue niyan lalo na kung tuloy-tuloy kang to failure nagbubuhat, 'di ba? So, nagbe-build up yung fatigue, mas mahirap pumunta sa gym the next day, mas mahirap mag-workout, mas prone ka rin sa injury for sure, lalo na kasi minsan hindi nagre-recover yung muscles, minsan hindi rin nagre-recover yung joints.
So, in a way, a general rule, again, stay to RPE 7 to 8 or RIR 2 to 3? Okay, so second to the last question. Anong marirecommend mo, lalo na for beginners, to use RPE or RIR?
Feeling ko mas applicable sa beginners yung RIR. Again, reps in reserve. Sabihin na lang natin nag-0 RIR ka, nag-failure ka na. So you're just counting down 1 rep away from failure, 2 reps away from failure, 3 reps away from failure. Sobrang simple na nun. Kumpara mo siya sa RPE, sasabihin mo bang 10 out of 10 yung effort mo or 9 out of 10 yung effort mo. So medyo mas madali lang quantify ang RIR.
So last question, para kanino ba ang RPE and RIR?
In general, syempre, lahat naman makaka-benefit sa RPE, sa RIR. In most cases naman, if you feel like you're training hard enough, okay na rin yon. Mas nagiging importante yung pag-track ng RPE, ng RIR, if you're sort of a more advanced lifter. Sabihin na lang natin mga medyo mas intermediate or mga mas gustong magseryoso ng pagbuhat nila. So for example, balikan natin yung squats natin kanina. So sabihin natin kaya mo ng 10 reps. Let's just say you're doing 100 kg. That's pretty strong for most people. So 100 kg for 10 reps, tapos RPE 8, RIR 2. Okay, tapos the next week, same yung RIR mo, same yung weight, pero nakadagdag ka ng reps, progress yun. Or sabihin na rin natin, same yung RIR, same yung reps, pero nakadagdag ka ng weight, progress din yun. So important yung pag-track nitong RPE, ng RIR, because it helps you to know if you're actually making progress or if dumadagdag lang yung effort mo.
So guys, in summary, ang RPE and RIR, i-measure niyan kung gaano kahirap yung set mo. So again, for example, binigyan ka ng coach mo 10 reps, tapos nagawa mo yung 10, sa tingin mo, kaya mo pa gumawa ng 5 or 6 reps, you are not training hard enough. So I'll show you guys an example of my lifts na around RPE 8, RPE 9, 1 RIR, 2 RIR. And para sa karamihan sa inyo, this is how your last reps should look like. Dapat nahihirapan kayo, dapat nagsastruggle kayo. Hindi yung sobrang petiks lang ng buhat mo. So here's an example of my shoulder press, RPE 8, 2 RIR, so close to failure to. Itong set na to, sinadya kong tumigil 2 reps away from failure para ipakita sa inyo what an RPE 8, 2 RIR set looks like. Sa simula, mabilis pa yung akyat ng weight, pero mamaya mapapansin nyo na nababagal siya. Clean reps. By the last few reps, bumabagal na talaga kasi syempre nakakapagod na yan. So by the last rep, yan, struggle ng konti. Pero in my head, alam ko, kaya ko pang gumawa ng 2 rep. So next set is the same exercise pero in-increase ko yung intensity. So this is an RPE 9 to 10 or 0 to 1 RIR. As you can see sa start, again, medyo mabilis pa rin yung akyat pero hindi kasing bilis nung weight kanina kasi nag-increase ako dito each hand ng 2.5 kilograms. So ito hindi na ako nag-hold back pero syempre may pagod na rin. This is how an actual set to failure looks like. Medyo technical tong video na to, pero sana nakatulong siya kasi RPE and RIR can help you gauge your training if you are actually training hard enough. So kung bago kayo dito, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, share it, and follow nyo si Grant kasi marami kayong matututunan sa YouTube channel niya and sa IG niya. Peace!